Hi you guys. This is going to be a lock tutorial, and this video is going to be about maintaining loose curls on short locks. Now, the problem with getting loose curls, at least for me, is that in order for me to get the loose curl, I have to start out with a tight curl. And it's not all the time that I want a tight curl. And also, it's not all the time that I want to wait around for my curls to get loose enough for me to get the desired curl that I really wanted. So this is just a technique that I've used that helps me bypass that whole tight curl stage and go straight to the loose curl that I tend to wear most of the time. And also, this is another technique that I use to help save time because I don't need to use rollers in my hair for this. So, let me show you how this works. I section my hair into 4 parts. So I have 2 in the front and I have 2 in the back. For those of you with shorter locks, you may need more sections. But if you have just about my length or longer, then 4 sections should be enough for you to get that loose curl. So remember, this is about getting a loose curl, not a tight curl. So I section my hair into 4. I start off with the first section and I get this much hair. And if you need to, you can finger comb your locks so you pretty much have all of them. Okay, so those are my ends. I curl them in like this and then I roll it. You almost want to roll it into a bun. Okay. Like so. And then you take your scrunchie. You can take a scrunchie, an elastic band that I have here, something to just secure that bun. And you put it in place, just like that. If you have shorter pieces of locks, you can kind of tuck them in. But I'm going to tie this down. So when you tie it down, it's going to force the locks to lay down and take on the shape of the bun. So you don't even need to do that. But if you want to secure the ends that way, you can. Okay, so that's one. And then I take another section. I finger comb it. See how it already had that shape because I've been doing it for a while now. Tuck the ends in and I curl it. Take my elastic band or scrunchie like I have there and I secure the bun. Just like that. Now the key to doing this and to where you can sleep comfortably at night is that I make my bun high enough because I sleep on my sides. I don't sleep on my back. So when I sleep on my sides, this bun is high enough. And this one is not sticking out here. It's more in the center and high up. So when I go to bed just like this. And they don't get in my way, which is far more comfortable than rollers because I'll have rollers like all here and that's what I'm sleeping on. So this is far more comfortable than rollers. Okay, I repeat the same thing. I do another section, a big bun, and the same thing here. Okay, I have a satin bonnet that I use that I put over my head if I'm using a cotton scarf to wrap my hair. But if I have my satin scarf, then I bypass the satin bonnet and I just tie my hair with the satin scarf. Whichever is more comfortable with you, that's what you do. But I like tying it down most of all because it helps with keeping that shape And then you don't have to worry about these moving around a lot, especially if you kind of toss and turn when you sleep naturally, so it helps it not move out too much. And then to set this so that I can get that curl, I personally use rose water. I've also been using this for a while as opposed to just water. Or you can use whatever you normally use. If you use a combination of, you know, water and oil mixture, just water. I use rose water. I got this at a Whole Foods store. You can use whatever it is that you normally use to set your hair, as long as it's some kind of water based. And then I spray. I usually just spray the bun. 2 sprays work just fine for me. I just spray the bun, and then I take my scarf and I tie it down at night. Then when I wake up in the morning, I take it off, and even here you can see how it kind of takes on that shape. I do the same thing here, and then I shake it up. And then I fluff it out in the mornings. Okay. I do whatever it is that I want to do to it that morning. So if I just want to leave it like this, I leave it like this. Put a headband, you know, whatever style that I want to put it in. It's usually something very quick, and I do it in the mornings. And so you end up with a curl of this sort, something like this, where it's not too tight and it's not too loose. And the reason why I like to do this is because sometimes if I go to bed and I don't do this, I lose the integrity of the curl. So I don't want to smush my curls. I want to keep my curls, but I want to keep it loose at the same time. I don't want a tight curl. That way my short locks can retain some of its length. And so that's why I like to do this. And that is it. And literally takes 5 minutes. Normally it's so quick, but for the sake of the tutorial, I took my time a little bit. This takes me 5 minutes at night. In the morning, it literally takes like 2 minutes between taking it out and fluffing it. And usually that's it. So, I don't know, I guess I'll do a 360 to kind of show you. And I love wearing this. I love wearing my hair like this. And I actually had to revisit this because for a while I wasn't curling my hair. I wasn't doing anything. And then I was like, you know what, let me curl my hair again. And then I was like, I'm tired of curling my hair, you know, all the time and sleeping with the rollers. Let me see if there's something else I can do to get a certain type of curl. And that's what I've been doing. And yeah, I love it. So this is how to achieve and maintain a loose curl for your short locks so that you can retain your length and not always walk around with very tight curls unless that's a curl that you desire. But this is about desiring a looser curl and not a tight curl, and you know, bypassing that stage of having to do that. Okay, so that is pretty much it. Thanks for watching.